This is Abyss Floor 104, and for this floor, we actually don't really care about any of the mechanics except for the first wave, honestly. We are just going to run straight through this floor with a bunch of DPS. And this team here, Ras, Tamarinne, Camilla, Taranor, is a team that you will be seeing a lot in Abyss. Probably over half of the floors remaining will use this team. So if you're not too keen on building 3 stars, well, Taranor you will be using a lot, so just build him. He's also pretty cheap to invest in. So let's take a look at everyone's stats. First up, we have Adventurer Ras. He is on his usual plus 15 HP set from Path of Air. Just slap it on him, it will give you the stats that you need. Plus, I am also on Aureus to have the damage share, reduce some of the damage everyone else takes. This floor isn't that high on damage, especially because the enemies do not really get to move, so we can also quickly look at his skill tree, I guess. I'll stop doing this eventually, but for now, you can skip this one. F-Res for all allies, not that useful, especially early on. You can grab it later once you have more runes. And his S1 damage one does not really matter. You have to +1 it, though, to get the CR push on S1. Everything else, I would say, is definitely worth picking up. And then we have Tamarinne, who is just on also her Path of Air gear, the Speed HP set with Magaraha's Tome. Just max all this out, put it on her. And then we have Camilla. Camilla, her speed imprint is nice, though it's a bit hard to get being an ML3 star. The important thing is she has Death Break on her S1, and when she has attack buff, she'll also dual attack. She can also self-sustain her attack buff by using S2, and if we don't use her S3, she has damage reduction, which is very nice. You're mainly going to want 60 effectiveness, and then a bunch of speed, with some bulk so that she doesn't die. Plus Warhorn as her artifact increases the attack of our DPS by a little bit, plus a little bit of extra cycling for her as well. Really, it's just 65 effectiveness, then go very fast with some bulk. I should also mention her skill enhances. For her skill enhances, get the max death break chance on S1, plus the -1 turn cooldown on her S2. The rest is kind of just luxury. Lastly, we have our main DPS, Taranor. Taranor, for his molas, just max out his S1. His S2 isn't really necessary. I put in one that I realized I probably don't need this. Max out S1, the rest is luxury. You can +15 him if you want. Also, his self-imprint for crit chance is very, very nice. Pretty easy to get being a RGB 3-star and all. For his gear, Destruction Pen Set. I'm just using the best Destruction Pen gear I have from all of the free Destruction and Pen gear that we got. With Daydream Joker as his artifact. His main thing in his kit is his S2. Every time he dual attacks, he CR pushes everybody by 25%. Frost Soulburn plus Camilla S1 when she has attack buff, plus Tamarinne S1 Nido Form gives us a ton of dual attacks and a ton of CR cycling. Very, very good unit. That is it for everyone's stats, and now you can take a look at the floor. So here we are in Wave 1, and I will say that I spent way too much time on this floor, or on this wave. I built up 80 souls, only ended up using 40 of them, so you could probably cut this floor a lot shorter. One thing here is that little weird head-looking thing in the back. When you use an AoE, it'll cleanse debuffs. So maybe don't use Ras S3 there, because that does remove the death break from the big guy. The way this big guy works is when you hit him, he gives a random ally a buff, which is why that one little dude on the bottom right has greater attack buff. Also, he kind of works the way Light Expedition does. Each time you hit him, he will take more damage, so pretty much you want to spam a bunch of hits into him in order to reduce his HP. I don't necessarily know why I went with the order, that I decided to lower his HP first, keep him low, and then kill everybody else to stall for souls. You could do it the other way around if you want, so since, like I said, you don't really need 80 souls, it might be better to just get his HP low and then hit everybody else. You can see the Taranor team in action here if you're not too familiar with it. It's not at its full effect because we're not spamming Ras S2, but even with just Camilla, you can see he's going to S1 here, If you dual attacks, everybody gets CR pushed. The nice thing is that he even CR pushes himself, so it's fine that he's built with really low speed. But besides that, just use all of your stuff. We're waiting to farm souls anyways, but do make sure that you have your important cooldowns up going into the second wave, which is mainly just Tamarinne S3 and Ras S2, because even if Camilla doesn't have her S2, you can just use Tamarinne S3 and that will give Camilla attack buff. And I'll just let the rest of this floor play out. At this point, I'm just killing the ads in order to get more souls. Actually, I'm just going to fast forward. So anyways, now we've killed the final ad, and like I said, you could have just done this a little bit earlier. We don't need all of these souls. You only probably need like 50 to be safe. But you want to move into the next floor while maintaining most of your skills, and you can see the random buff. He gave himself greater attack buff here. The main skills you want to keep are Tamarinne S3 and Ras S2. Here, we get a lucky dual attack from Taranor guard, though he would have killed the next turn anyways. And now, just go. This floor has mechanics. Doesn't matter. Press Tamarinne S3, slam everything into the Muhr High Priest. Just Camilla S1, Soulburn it for the Death Break, but she got resisted. It's fine. Soulburn Ras S2. And you can also, whenever you don't need Death Break, you can use Taranor Guard S3. Because it does do a little bit more damage than S1, even though I don't have it molded. And once that Muhr High Priest drops below 50%, she summons the dragon. Do the exact same thing to the dragon, just throw all of your skills into him and kill him. You don't even know why I pressed Camilla S2 there, not necessary at all. This is the only turn that they'll actually get to take. Just S2 again, and he'll be dead. And that's the floor.